So, it'll be a minute, chat, because I have identified a problem with the model. As you can see, this is where my body is. Yeah? My body's over here. Huh. This seems strange. This is a little goofy. Always with these goddamn VR chat models. So I'm waiting for it to open because I crashed my computer, so of course I have to wait now. I'm tired of these goddamn VR chat models and their goddamn problems. But we'll be there soon. I did try the power button, so I turned it back on. How else do you think I turned it back on? Come back! Unity! Please! I left you open on purpose. But then, VR just started to crash my whole computer. I don't know what could possibly have caused that issue. Like, how... What? Now, you just wait a fucking minute. Okay, when I do it from this avatar, it doesn't work. If I move into this avatar, and then I go back to this one, it's suddenly fine? VR chat, I have a complaint. I have a fucking complaint. How? Why? What causes this? I'm also clipping, which is annoying, but I'm already late. I'm late enough, it's fine. Let me make sure my new thing works. Yes, it does. Good. Nice. I guess VR chat is just a problem child, as always. Let me make sure I can reset the avatar and not have it go wonky. Okay, cool. No. I can't say that one. It's too lewd. It's too embarrassing. I can't. I can't do it. Oh, wait, I gotta make sure I can turn into a bird. Bird hand. Bird. Bird. I can bird. Poggers. That's important. I gotta be able to bird. Okay. Finally, we're gonna go RP. After much model problem. And computer problem. Can't believe. Computer problem. Pfft. Computer. Why do you have to be a problem? No, the bird is just a bird. As is typical for the bird. Also, look what voice mod did again. It reset everything. The bird is a living feather duster. So I'm debating if I want to, like, bird in there or if I want to walk in. I feel like walking in improves the FInley-based embarrassment. Because if I bird over, then I'll know. Then I'll realize that they're all not in a maid outfit. Oh, I need music. Music. Not that one. No reason. think we'll bird up. We'll bird up. So then we get to be like, eyes?
Yes, again,
Getting like a transform.
It's not gay panic.
wish I
It's
had
very,
this pilot,
it's very strange.
I don't think it's going to help.
It's just flat out panic.
No.
We get the embarrassment immediately.
So you got yourself.
What if you straight panic if...
Yes.
Yeah, taking out the wire.
Hello.
Shut up, Kay! What's happened yesterday, so
What did I do?
it's probably better to...
Nothing.
Gator, what do you think? People already.
Too much.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
Excuse me, Jaden.
I saw that there was a bit of com chatter on the request lines.
Yeah, what's happened? The first line, I think someone was coming, but no one was there. So, shit happens.
Do I get it?
Sometimes people are on. Then
Oh, it
after
doesn't
that,
seem like it. It was
got
quite
the mission
quiet
done.
earlier.
Thank you.
It was a lot. It's a
Oh,
lot.
it is more
There was a
lively.
mission last night.
Miss one of
Good.
my
I was here
staff
briefly
members
earlier,
but I was having very bad issues.
And I'm going to guess the mission was not the rousing success they were hoping
I know you'd
for.
have different kinds of issues.
Oh yes,
Please.
very
I'm not sure.
yes, very vastly and
Let me
more
say something.
enjoyable issues.
I don't know the full details of what happened, but can I hope the best for us?
You are now
We thought they just came back alive.
complete.
There's a tiny little
I
bird.
don't know any more
Oh,
details.
that's
A bird on your shoulder.
You know, he's gonna roll around.
At least made pudding. Well, I taught her how to make pudding.
Is that the local vamp?
Yes, that is the local vampire.
Is that what I'm known as now?
I heard.
Apparently. You did make pudding. You did. She made cherry pudding. I taught her how to.
Yeah. For practice. It's because I didn't want to feel weird the day of.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. I mean, don't tell. Someone's probably gonna tell her anyways, but don't tell Mona. The cafe happens to be the same day as my birthday, so it's kind of like a birthday party.
That's alright. Echo.
You have to celebrate your birthday. The one
You have to make
year. Yes,
Ice.
What?
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon we'll be able to talk to the dwarven maker and get something
Yeah.
a bit different.
Did I make it?
Mona was the first one to tell me that it was her birthday. It's too late.
Indeed.
But the madame.
Fresh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not gonna tell her. It's gonna be even funnier.
You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. I just needed to inform Eyes about something that I noticed during my break.
Oh, you're good.
You gotta get.
Okay. But to answer your I've never really actually done anything before. I'm usually been either too busy or just on my own, and I just kind of didn't ever do anything.
Why aren't you wearing your maid outfit, Eyes?
Well, then, do you want something for your birthday?
Why isn't anyone else?
I don't want to be a bother, but
Elise,
yeah.
your birthday is the one day you can be great.
Oh, he's pieced it together. Finley has. Finley. Why do you think Finley's still a bird?
Good.
I don't know actually. Never really had anybody that cared before. I never really
Okay.
had to ask for
Her
I
and
believe
myself.
I've seen her before on the meat rack. Faye.
So, Elise, you have a week. You have a good while. Try to think of at least one thing. It doesn't have to be big. Just think of one thing.
One.
Are they wet?
They don't like alcohol, so we know that much, though.
I wouldn't want to get myself drunk during the cafe. That would just be a recipe for embarrassing myself and the entire guild
You can drink it
in the
after.
process.
Well, it's a birthday, I guess.
It's okay.
Go.
I'm very good without the stuff.
I understand.
But
Is there any physical things you need
Hmm.
on your day-to-day life? It is getting summer season, so fans or
I
air conditioner.
don't know, actually.
Yeah.
Something tells me you should be afraid.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Do you
I've
have
never really,
bathtub? Maybe we could actually ask
Yeah,
for
I
help.
saw
never really,
noticed them
I've
as well.
never really had anyone ask me if I
I've been
want
noticed that
anything. I've
Breezy
never really
was there before, so
considered it.
Yeah,
But you haven't known me till this year, so I'm gonna make sure I give you something.
Well, I don't
Where
want
I'm
to
from, we celebrate the birthday with utmost sincerity.
Okay, I don't want to make people feel like they have to or anything. So
Absolutely not, but it's
like
one day a year.
here.
So, Elise,
powdered sugar,
you're not forcing anybody to do anything.
fresh fruit.
What they're doing is expressing their care for you in an environment of celebration. That's the point. You're
Elise, real
allowing
quick.
them that.
Yeah.
Would you be able to get me a waffle, another Belgian waffle with some syrup?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
While that's happening, I'm gonna go on patrol because there's apparently people swimming in the pool up there, and I need to check on them in case they have.
It's
I'll
probably Hellman.
come
I will
with
say
you.
that.
Okay.
Good to see you, Finley, by the way.
Cybernetic prosthetic for a certain individual.
Don't look that way. I have tiny hands, dear.
Yeah.
Okay, me to do it. My hands
Casey, so was this the logmatic you were talking about yesterday?
Yes. When I overheard the meat rash.
How are you doing, Finley?
Slightly embarrassed.
Why? Today's only training, so.
Well, I thought today was the day, so.
Oh, you didn't get the email?
I don't have a computer yet.
You have a phone.
I didn't know you could do it through that. I thought it was just texting.
No, there's email. I'll show you how to do that later. But yeah, we sent down we sent down an email for the rest of the group. The regulars showing up.
Mm-mm.
So we would have sent Mona. Was it Mona? One of us would have sent you an email. But regardless, wait. Are you in a maid outfit?
Maybe. And it's way too late to fly home because this took a long time to get on.
Oh. Patrol or maid outfit. Patrol or maid outfit. This is hard.
What do you mean?
Well, either I go on my patrol, and then I see the maid outfit, or I don't go on the patrol and see the maid outfit.
Do your job, eyes.
It's okay. I'm sure you're quite adorable. I just need to check on the people in the pool up the mountain.
I was going to say, and here I thought you separated work from.
Pleasure.
Yes.
One, I'm sort of joking. It's not actually a joke, but it's like humorous. Like I'm exaggerating slightly.
So am I.
Yeah. Sure you are.
I'm just less good at flirting when I'm embarrassed.
You see, when people are embarrassed, especially if they're shy about it, they get like a passive buff to flirting. So you may have not been able to speak as well as you normally can, but your passive buff kind of makes up for it, and suddenly you're adorably endearing, which is a little redundant. To be fair, that's most of the time, but even more so right now.
I hope I didn't miss anything then.
Echo taught Elise how to make waffles and do some things, but he also told me already that he would do the spiel for you when he came back. So he's going to teach you when we come back. He didn't technically miss anything.
Is it just me and Elise helping out?
As of right now, yes, that is the people that have come for the training.
Well, and technically you.
And technically me, but I'm also teaching. I was teaching Elise how to cook 6. Technically, I do need to sit for the spiel that he does, because apparently he's doing like hand gestures and saying certain things to how to treat your master or mistress.
I feel like that part's going to be embarrassing.
Probably. I'm not gonna lie. There you go.
Hellman, stop.
You too good?
Hello.
Hi.
Are you too good?
I'm playing with the tail, it's funny.
It's kind of funny.
There you are.
It's
I'm
fine,
asking
I
if you
can't
two are
hear
good.
you. Oh yeah, we're fine.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. I'll leave you to your sunbathing.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah. That person seems to really like that water.
Some people like swimming more than others.
True.
I would probably like it more if it wasn't for
Yeah,
the
I
sun.
remember now. This is why nighttime swimming exists.
The UV rays actually reflect more underwater.
Yep. Also, if
So it's actually
damp, or you
kind of worse.
have a lot of water. If you're damp or have a lot of water particles on you, it also reflects more light on you.
Thus, swimming while the sun is up makes even worse headaches.
Yeah. I hope you brought your umbrella with your maid outfit.
Nope.
Oh, you're gonna have a headache.
It doesn't match.
Fair.
And I thought I would.
Your dilemma.
Yes.
Hmm?
It's not my normal color scheme, so it doesn't match as well.
Oh. I'm even more intrigued.
I try to mix up colors sometimes.
Ooh. I think your coloration actually works pretty well with a lot of different colors. So I wouldn't be surprised if you can wear a lot of different things.
Even more when I went
I have to
through
match
my
with green.
hair dye phase.
Ooh. What have you dyed your hair with?
A
Like what
lot
color?
of colors. I can say black doesn't work. It makes me look sick or emo. Or both.
I think you would look like kind of like a wayfish emo boy in the corner of a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm. Really brings out the broody.
To be fair, that has its own appeal.
Only problem is it takes forever to get out.
That's true.
I will put it in the entryway. You're wishing to come up to visit
Oh, wonderful.
so and so. But if you please strangers start coming over to my apartment, I'm gonna start asking questions.
Nice.
Of course, of course. It is a personal shrine, but you will need to put offerings on it daily.
Oh, excuse.
Fine.
I will take any and all praise and offerings.
You tell FInley the spiel.
Perfect. This will be great.
That's it. If Jerry makes his way over there, well then.
Okay.
Well,
Don't worry,
see
I
you
might be
later,
back.
or see you next time.
Hope you had a good time.
There you go.
This is wonderful.
Finley,
Um,
do you already have an outfit
if you're interested in
ready to go?
visiting the,
Or are you still working on that?
Mm,
First and foremost.
see if I could see if
I
would be
might
willing to
have
play
I thought it was
Guardian.
today.
Like be your.
Do you want me to walk away? I can.
No. You're going to see it anyways.
I was just telling Daisy here about.
I mean, you don't have to switch into it now for the spiel. You don't even have to serve it.
Who they are coming up to visit.
Oh.
I can't. I can't exactly help it. I was already wearing it.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's very pretty.
Mocha,
Look good.
Battery, you're all individuals
Thank
that I
you.
cite as coming up to visit.
Now then, in terms of Maid Cafe, like just a normal Maid Cafe rather than a maid actually just that does cleaning work for like a private mansion or just cleaning. What do you think is the number one thing that people go to a Maid Cafe for?
I can send you the proper
Service? I guess.
whatnot later.
Yes, the service. The food, while important, is actually just something to help complement.
With their Athena gatekeeper.
So,
when the lobby opens.
first things first.
And if they say
Whenever
permission
a
granted,
guest comes in,
they'll transfer
it is most customary to greet them with a "Welcome home, master," or a "Welcome home, mistress," depending on, well, obviously gender or what they prefer as well. If you know them.
What if it's
If they're
not
Oh yeah.
one or the other? Is there a gender
master
neutral?
can be used for a master can be used for a gender neutral for either male or female. Some mistress is just more if they prefer mistress over master.
Oh, okay.
That is the case. Let's see here. It is good to say it in a loud voice to help welcome their arrival so that it is known that the master of the house is in. I actually need to tell Elise that as well. No, she might struggle with that part just a little bit. Next, let's see here. Obviously, it is good to I guess play a character. As you can tell, normally when I'm serving others on the island, I speak like this, but when I tend to work in a maid cafe, I like to speak like this. Be a little bit more hyperactive, cutesy, things like that. You know? It's best to just try to put the most into it if you want to, obviously. There are varying different characters. You can be the shy type, the cutesy type, the hyperactive type, sporty type, the quiet type.
the one who doesn't say many words, things like that.
Mm.
Let's see here. From there, when you are serving the food, there tends to be a little magic spell that people like when the maids serve the food. And I like to do it while cooking as well, but serve it as well. And that specifically would be, you make a heart with your hands, and you do as follows.
Make sure that
Moe,
the
moe,
individual were,
king.
I don't understand the strategic importance of that place, though.
the individual
And
that we
you
are
send
trying to
moe
visit
energy
is actually on
into the
station,
food to make
so-
it taste even better. For your
Like I said,
wonderful
if you
master,
mention a few
or
people
mistress,
like Mocha
or
and
princess.
Isaacs, you'll have slightly better
It's
odds of a few
whatever they wish to be addressed by.
As in other people who apparently aren't.
Do
From
we
there,
ask them?
obviously,
I heard there's this one guy, I think his name was
if you,
it'll be
yes, you can ask them when they come in as well. If you know them, if obviously at first you can use master, and then if they're seemingly uncomfortable with it, you can ask them from there, master or mistress. It just goes from there. I would recommend, in most of the time, at least from what I've noticed, asking is definitely better than just assuming. So definitely ask if you don't know. From there, now we won't have to do this necessarily, but there are some maid cafes that do charge extra for, like, say, pictures or things like that. But the only other thing that would have to be done is when they are served either the omurice, the cake, or the brownies. You can write a small message of encouragement or a small little piece of art for them on it, and if it's the omurice and ketchup, or if it is the cake or brownies and whipped cream or frosting. Besides that, there isn't much else besides, obviously, well, if you wanted to switch to help out with the cooking, I is going to help you more out with that, and then serving is just following steps as follows and doing that.
I still don't know very much about cooking, at least, but I would be able to do writing or drawing. I know how to do that, at least.
Yes, and that's all you'd need to do if you're on the serving side of things. In the future, I do plan to have interchangeable teams for the official maid cafe that we open up once the guild house is done, to where people can, on days, opt to be in the cooking team, which they would help whoever the head chef or eyes in the kitchen to cook the meals, and then the serving team, which would help out with me and helping to serve and tend to guests who come into the cafe. From there, I don't believe there's anything else. The only thing I can say is make sure you get comfortable wearing it, obviously. If you want some practice, I'm sure you can help get some practice with people around here, or with something that you are comfortable with, but definitely get comfortable with wearing the outfit, as that is first. And if you aren't comfortable with wearing the outfit, I would advise to not go out and serve, at least yet.
Mm. It's not that I'm uncomfortable, just kind of embarrassed. Mostly because I didn't realize it wasn't today.
You're fine, you're fine. Today was technically a class, but I've just been sort of going as it goes and giving people tips if they come to me for it or not, so I might give that spiel to more people or not, but who knows. Either way, like I said, just get comfortable to wearing it, which, honestly speaking, if you are slightly embarrassed, it might be best to wear it today to help get comfortable with it. I told this to Elise, don't worry about getting it dirty, especially the part that is in the front, the apron that is meant to get dirty, and you can take that off and wash it separately. From there, once again, I must say, you did choose quite the beautiful outfit.
Thank you.
So,
I had a pretty old one originally, but I thought it was kind of outdated. And it didn't fit very well.
Okay, well, there's that.
Meant for someone that actually has boobs.
Okay, I understand. But yes, I mean, there are people who like all styles of maid outfits, to the older styles, the newer English, French, Eastern. There's even cyberpunk maids supposedly and robotic type maids nowadays.
Oh.
There's maids of all genre nowadays, and there's people who like every single different genre. So,
Mm.
let's go. Did you have any other questions?
Not right now. I might think of them later.
Okay. Well, if you do, come see me. But for now, I think that's about all that I had. If you obviously have any cooking questions, Eyes is right here, and he can assist you more with that. And since I have the menu list, I can prep all of the various ingredients we need for next week. You should hopefully have enough, unless you get a large influx of people. But if not, I'll leave you two to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Words! Why can no one use words? That time it was not my fault.
You look great.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Although I've had
Because you're barely keeping eye contact.
used to it now, but yes, starting out common was very
It's
hard.
fine.
Like, there, and there are all different words.
Don't even get me started on that. That's absurd.
Did I accidentally find a soft spot?
I had the whole lesson. There.
A little bit, maybe.
There does mean possession. There is the contraction, which is there are, and there are dogs. There.
Well, now my confidence has gone up by a lot.
Yes, that took me at least
How are
10
you
minutes
so
to
fucking
this
cute?
museum.
It's unfair.
I don't see how it's unfair.
It's unfair. You're taking all the cute. You're not leaving anybody else with it.
Why?
Does it have to do with?
I guess I can't help it.
Yes, it does.
No, you can't.
Maybe vampires
Wanna hug you.
don't just suck blood.
I picked up a little bit over there. It's my
That has
job
multiple
to
meanings.
Hello.
listen to
Yes,
literally
yes, it does.
everything to make sure
A lot of
everything's
very
okay.
interesting meanings that I'm not going to think about.
Mm.
Hello.
The second when I realized what the context was,
Hello.
I immediately zoned
What you think is only a reflection of your mind. Because technically I meant that I take all of the cuteness.
regret what you did.
Totally. That's totally what I meant.
I'm sure that was what you were thinking of.
Then
Totally.
it was worth it. Were you being
go up here.
truthful to yourself?
I noticed.
Yeah, I just kind of reached a point where I just said fucking did it.
Then
Okay.
There you go.
no one can fault you for that.
I'm honestly quite proud of you for that. Breathe, dear. Everything shall be fine.
Okay. Deep breath in.
Hey, just think about it like this. At least you don't have to
God.
worry about things being awkward for the rest of the time we're here.
No, it's just when I run into her again, wherever I run into her at.
Taylor did a great job.
It'll be
Hmm?
fine.
Your Taylor did a great job.
Do you like the outfit?
I don't pick shoddy tailors.
That's fair, yes.
I'm glad I chose a good one then for her.
Oh, so you're the
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wear a maid outfit too.
Mm-hmm. That was the deal.
For her specifically. I didn't choose Finley's or
Kind of worth it,
anyone
not gonna lie.
No one else in the immediate vicinity
Well,
that
yes.
you.
Well, she requested me to make that. Do you want like a Viking themed maid outfit?
What?
Ooh. Is that a thing?
It is.
We made a thing. Maybe.
Oh, make it a thing. Make it a thing.
Robbie
Hold
made
on
it
now.
one if you. Technically speaking, I can lend you one of my maid outfits, and you can. I can help you adjust it to be more to like a Viking style.
Oh, we are making it a thing.
I guess I can be at least thankful that most of my skin is covered.
You have a shield
True.
on your arm and maybe
Oh god, you're wearing leggings. I just realized. Okay.
Thigh highs. Thank you very much.
You good?
That doesn't make it better.
No, it doesn't.
Not sure. You can have it on.
That's kind of the point.
If you want, you can walk. We can walk around now.
The shield is a serving tray.
I don't know if we want to use the shield as a servant. That might be a little bit of a disrespect.
Not sure. I do not know.
It's a tool
Over here.
to defend
Mm.
itself and attack with. I suppose you could, at the end of the day, use it as a it's what? But okay, the only way I'm getting it in anything like that
What?
is not in public.
Nothing.
That's fine. That's fine. Plus, I don't know if we'll be able to knock that out anytime soon. Eventually, though.
Oh,
Or we can just
suppose.
get you into something
It will
else that's
take a lot of
comfortable.
convincing.
I will start early. Oh! Oh, kimono! That's interesting. Oh, I love it.
It is the
Apparently,
Eastern
everyone has it
That
out for
looks
me
wonderful.
today.
I don't
Think
have
about it,
an outfit.
Eyes. Viking-themed maid outfit.
You're gonna be wearing a Viking helmet and a blonde wig.
Probably nothing.
Maybe not the blonde wig, but
Why do you need the blonde wig?
We heard a scream. Is everything okay over here?
there was no scream.
Scream?
There was no scream.
There was no scream.
I heard
I
Keith's
think you're
scream
hearing
from a
things.
distance. Or
Oh,
man,
gee,
it's been
it's
the
an explanation.
That was a
yeah.
noise of fascination rather than a
The
scream.
noise of that is gorgeous.
Screaming is inside my head.
Jaden can relate with us canine or
That is
forms of
cool,
canine
yes.
does have higher pitch.
I'm going to see if it'll work.
sensitivity,
Really? So, I suppose it would be a slightly different type of I see. Did you get a shrine?
I have thousands upon thousands of temples, Kisei. I'm a divinity.
Because she wanted to.
That is true. Though I suppose that
Do you mind?
all types of divinity are slightly different.
You know,
Oh.
my
That's true.
That's what that feels like.
Oh, tips.
standard
I'll
is
certainly take tips.
Try to help a
if
friend.
there's something you want to wear, I encourage it.
Well, thank you, darling.
I am so glad Mona isn't here
It's a
right
shame
now.
Vincent's not here today.
Also,
I
oh
wonder
my
if
god,
he's up to.
I love that outfit. You and me both.
Yeah, you
Thank you.
created it.
If you
I mean, if
have
you want,
that
I can
shepherd stick, you will
Send
look
Vincent,
perfect.
I know the madame would very much
message
encourage
about it
both
all.
of these ideas.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
really the
Pass the message.
point.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be OP.
That's fair. I just like fantasizing.
Oh no,
I'm not
I know
going
why
to do that.
Mona
I
would make
live
fun of
with
you,
you.
but
I don't wanna
still
have to
feel
sleep
you
with
also
you.
encourage
Like
you
that.
to.
Is that
I'm not really a shepherd. I'm a
Yes,
maid.
I was making a joke.
Oh dear.
You're wearing an Eastern style maid outfit.
Oh no.
I was making a joke.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
making a
didn't fix
joke.
that.
I didn't even catch that.
So many
Okay.
type of maze outfits.
I
I'm
was,
so used to that.
and besides, I'm not entirely.
There are
blind,
a lot of
so
different
One
types.
Elias where you
Just most.
yeah,
Yes,
because
there's
Or-
a lot of different
Elias.
types. There's a lot of different styles. English,
Yes.
French,
Then why do you cover
steampunk,
it?
modern.
The iris is
Cyberpunk, robotic, swimsuit.
I guess the
I would
best
think
way to
that there's
explain it is
probably a
broken.
steampunk, isn't there?
Yeah,
yeah, probably.
there
I
is.
see.
Probably.
Mentioned steampunk.
The claws across the face.
Trying to just think of them
Caught
off the
my
top
eye
of
and
my head for the more
broke the.
Eastern.
So it's like a
Chinese.
My goblin is lucky it is already gone.
Oh no, it was barely a goblin when I got finished with
Off the
it.
top of my
So
Relax, relax.
Yes. The point's there.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
though I'm pretty sure they don't last as well.
Saint Bernard.
Very long. I don't think they age too well.
So cute.
You have the look of someone who's exceptionally gratitude today. Are you alright?
No.
You look grouchy.
No, I'm not grouchy. I'm
Jaden.
having an existential crisis.
Jaden?
I'm having a crisis, do I?
That seems like grouchiness.
Do you need a hug, dear?
I can take confession.
It's not grouchiness.
Just do some
Well,
yoga.
hug
That'll
is
help.
right as well. Hug.
Okay, I'll get
Really, does it?
Yes, I used to have quite the anger issues, and then I started doing yoga, and it helped me center myself.
What's your existential crisis, Jaden?
Hmm.
That's nice.
Does that help with the heat too?
Girl, pretty.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
Hmm. It helps with the flexibility, right?
Yes, it does.
That is
glass
indeed
of water.
That is very true.
Oh, he's thirsty.
Hmm.
I understand your
I felt
crisis
cute.
immediately.
If you want to be released, let me know.
I was just wondering where Elise went.
I don't feel any different.
I don't know.
Well, because it was just water.
Oh, she was not
I
feeling
believe-
as well, so she stepped out.
Oh,
Yes, I believe she had to.
Yeah,
Makes
Leave.
sense.
none of my methods will work there currently.
Who's got your eye, Jaden? Who is it? Who is it? Is it Kisei? I bet it's Kisei.
No.
Well, that is true for most everyone, but
I'm gonna sit right here.
Yeah, I'll be right on.
You know, if we were to get you a small little apron on your normal outfit, if we were to have your normal outfit and a small little apron,
No, Mona's
then while you can't technically
I would cuddle him, but I would set them on fire.
serve food, you can still entertain guests.
I would set Mona on fire if I cuddled him.
That other guild members can.
You mean me?
share my
Yes, I mean
but
you.
respect for joint friendship.
Is it me?
I would say,
Well,
what
I
am I
think
going
you
to
just
do
made
with
me
a
go
small
another way.
apron?
You are pretty.
You are pretty. Not my type, though.
yes, you need a larger one.
slightly less in the sun.
Yes.
Is it me? Am I right?
Well, depending on what you mean by small.
Creatures of shadows.
Unmark that.
This is what a
In bright blue.
real vampire looks like.
No, we already learned this. He has a very large face.
This is peak vampire. You may not like it, but it's peak vampire.
The perfect
Yes.
floor cannot be complete.
Yes.
It also technically depends on well, you already like to take off your shirt, so you'll be perfectly fine. No shirt,
see,
just
perfect.
pants, apron, you know.
Nope.
Model cannot occur.
Hello
No.
again.
I literally went swimming and she wouldn't let me put my shirt on the other day. That's the only reason why I didn't have a shirt on.
Yes, it is all my fault.
This is exciting.
Oh no, I am so bad.
I mean, technically speaking, I feel like you could have put your shirt on, but there's not much. No offense, but I don't think she would be able to overpower.
She's very persuasive.
On your shirt.
I don't really know them.
Are you
I
sure it's this?
She might be made of gold, but she has a silver tongue.
So what
Oh,
you're
it's
saying is
fine.
next time you go swimming, Kisei, do you want me to have an apron ready next time you go swimming?
Oh, absolutely.
It's adorable if you think I'd put it on.
Vampire
Yeah,
drip.
pretty.
She was very persuasive.
Maybe I can be persuasive.
Careful that you think you have a choice.
Considering who you're with,
I think
it'll
it's still
probably end
adorable
up on
because
you
that
one way or
was the
another.
it is rather the
How you doing?
concept
Are you doing okay?
modern mythic relationship.
Bit exhausted from the walk.
Fair.
Legs up at the top area, popping.
I don't
Fair enough.
I mean,
You are still quite new, Henry, but you completely understand already. I love you for it.
Do you want anything to eat? There's pudding.
Hmm.
There was some pudding there.
Very, very fair.
You want to try pudding?
I would like some, yes, please.
I'm not
Maybe.
gonna
Oh.
theorize, I don't want to
where
test
are
you.
You
my
okay?
manners? What was your name? I don't believe we properly introduced.
Oh, it's cherry
Or
thumb.
rather, what? Wolf.
Mm.
It's
Lovely
red.
to meet you. You may call me Henry.
Oh,
Oh my.
the favored food color.
I like that.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
You may call me
Right.
Henry.
Kettle sorry for
Mm.
That didn't happen.
I might need to do my nails before tomorrow.
It's a pleasure to
Or
meet
not
you.
tomorrow, next week.
It's a pleasure.
Mm, up to you.
Mm, they don't really match.
Oh.
You alright?
Oh, I'm good.
It's still a bit red.
Hi, Echo.
I think it actually, what it does with the coloration is it makes you look, it, like, it points out how pale you are with the dark and then the bright.
Mm.
It's understandable. I don't like this so
I'm
much myself.
glowing levels of pale.
I understand completely.
Yes.
You can take off your shirt again.
You're practically glowing.
I know, girl pretty.
Yes.
Always an option.
Girl pretty.
Glittering.
I,
Yeah.
I suppose it
Ah.
is.
Oh god, glitter in a maid outfit.
Existential crisis of knowing that everyone in the room
Glitter in every outfit.
can't cuddle all of them.
Stick glitter.
Yes.
Now, speaking of which, this came up actually last night. You may be interested, Henry, depending.
By the laws of the universe, if you put glitter somewhere,
Lovely
you will never get rid of it.
apparently
Mhm.
You always find it somewhere.
designer and one that
And that's true.
business as such. Vincent actually works
I have
for
still
her.
found glitter in my hair.
Be careful with my.
She has
50
stated
years
that we
later.
have a group that would perhaps be interested in
That
fashion
is-
consultation and perhaps
God.
getting some items that she would be willing to host us as such.
That's why I
What's
use
funny to me is that
biodegradable
you can talk.
glitter now.
Indeed, be pretty.
It's funny that you can take out glitter from your hair and be talking to someone that this glitter is older than you, and you drop it on the floor.
It sounds like a great time. Yes.
I have a lot of things that are older than people.
Who needs some more clothing can go. We can have
True.
a day of it. It would be lovely. Where is it going?
This is technically older than most people.
I'm very interested.
Mm.
Oh, perfect.
A relic,
That'd be
technically.
wonderful. We can gather a big group.
I wouldn't be opposed to getting some new
We'll take a look
clothing.
through
The
this.
problem is I've got a
We
unique
just need to
body
figure
shape,
out
so-
time when
treasure.
everyone is available and we can talk to Vincent about it.
Certainly treasured by
He
me.
simply said to pass information to him and then he could get it to her.
Excuse
I
me?
do have some clients.
Well, get you in a swimsuit, you know?
Should
One that's
be
real tight
free
and
most of
curves.
the week. This week.
Not sure
Oh,
how I feel.
well, I know at least
Yes,
some
I'm
people will be
busy
focusing
finding-
very hard on the Maid Cafe next week, but
myself.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's more of
Wednesdays
a traveler's
are
coat that
the
I'm wearing.
busiest for me. Other than that,
Oh yes,
I'm
that seems to
also
be the
free.
case for many. Wonderful. Certainly we can come up with something then. I can't write
know, a
down
lot
certain
of
things, but perhaps... We can get the
Sorry,
word
go
out.
for it.
I do not have one of those,
Yeah, let's go get that pudding.
items, given that they are electrical.
Oh,
But...
okay.
Actually, that would be a good idea.
I'll be right back.
And perhaps you could use your phone
know
and
it'll help.
contact people sometime about gathering a group together for fashion.
I'm not upset, but yes, I would like pudding.
I think I really did find a soft spot.
I need to get something less stable.
Time.
It is traditional. Let us say that.
About 300
What is wrong with that? My fashion is about 700 dues.
It's pudding slime. Pudding slime to act
Fair enough.
Hello.
And it still looks amazing.
Hi.
Sure.
Spirit. All yours.
And things do never go out of style.
Back at you.
That is true. I mean, I could
I think the attire you have right now is quite stylish.
Our type of slime adapted to live in
Thank
the
you.
environment.
Mm,
Sugars, apparently.
do you want to sit anywhere?
This is whenever I go
They're
to
naturally high in sugars, but they're fat-free
Mm.
and made from copper syrup.
Since you don't have your umbrella, we can sit in the shade.
Mm. So there's here or over there, or up there.
Does the umbrella work?
I think so.
Outdated too. I've only recently gotten newer clothes, but
The shadow will eventually move, but it's okay until then.
I appreciate this a lot. I love
I
it.
was gonna say 7 out of 10.
Thank you. I feel much better now.
I would say 6 out of 10. But what do we say after you burn?
So you do not
We'll
use
leave
it
the
all.
cups here.
Leave it when it's just me. You use someone else. I see.
Etiquette is important. It shouldn't
The more
die out.
confirmation, the better.
That is true. That is why I enjoy all the praise.
Try so many
Just a
people.
little, just a smidge.
You mumble something.
Nice.
Oh, I
Mm.
suppose I just remember going to the
Only
city. I feel like I
Not as good as the ice cream, but still good.
Ooh, I still need to make blood pudding.
That is actually quite fashionable from some of the things that I have seen.
Well,
I believe that is danger.
blood pudding the sausage or pudding like this with blood in it.
Yes, with blood.
Mm.
That pudding with blood.
Well, it's either this or my
I
fault.
think that would probably improve it.
Which is also about
Yes.
300 or so years, I guess.
Thank you for Sammy.
I wore it on the very first day we had our meeting.
Oh, is that
I was also very much less talkative then.
Yes, you were. I do notice. I remember when the guildmistress bullied you a bit.
Actually.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes, I completely shut down. My brain just completely went blank.
Good news is I'm sitting up. I feel a little bit better.
See, this is me
Is that
catching
a
up.
regular occurrence, by the way?
I will never completely catch up to the guildmistress, but I will try.
Never mind.
Oh no, I was just wondering if your brain shutting down was a regular occurrence. Because if it is, you should probably get that checked out.
And I blame you partially for it.
I have done nothing.
Is that a virgin killer?
Hey, to be fair, I did
That's
make him
cool.
unconscious for like a solid
I did not know that there was a name to it.
minute.
What was the sweater? Oh, thank you, darling.
Hey.
Do you want more
You're
pudding?
decorated for me.
I love
I
it.
wanna do it again. Hockey.
So fashionable.
Let's get that.
Yes, apparently so. I'm glad people enjoy it. It was quite comfortable as well. Which is strange for me to say, given that I do not actually feel the fabric.
Better than it going to waste. You know, I don't want to waste this hard work to
I
go to waste.
did not know what I was expecting taking off my case.
Do you mind if I?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you the way you are?
Right. Yes.
That's a question
The
we
way
ask
I'm one.
people.
Something on your
Absolutely.
mind.
You are certain?
You seem a bit.
I wouldn't have originally assumed this to be the thing that would get you.
Fine.
Never mind.
Yeah,
you
no,
know
that
it's
happens.
Again, yes, you are, but
Yeah.
Because I know if I say anything
Porks are a different breed.
Now the question is, what part of it gets you? Because then I know what to try in the future.
Well, be pretty.
Me?
I guess to quote you, I'll leave that a intriguing mystery.
Guess I'll have to find out through rigorous research.
Jaden, I'm what?
Then I will.
Yeah. Oh god.
I do have a lot of outfits.
I'm not evil. The bird does know me.
You're gonna make it very hard for me to do my work.
Mm-hmm.
Back me up here. Echo's evil, right?
I don't know.
Yes.
It looks like a neutral.
In what aspect?
Chaotic neutral at best.
Yes, Echo is diabolical.
I would say the Echo is more like a chaos.
Thank you.
I can imagine, essentially, yes. Otherwise, Echo is lovely.
I'm glad someone is trying to help stop me from having an
So you're very
experience.
casual clothing alone. It's not a natural color for a lot of people.
Is that what that is?
Mm. No, that is an abomination. They are simply delusional. The party here.
Thought it was a Halloween costume.
What?
Did you just call my casual clothing a Halloween outfit?
I don't know. Did
Oh
you make
my
this sweater for her?
I did.
Then yes, I did.
Oh,
Oh.
Doesn't make me feel better.
Alright. Echo's gonna
You know what's not smart?
mm,
Insulting the person who cooks your food.
that's true.
Time and time again, the bird.
Of all the people.
Echo.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that is a bit.
Yes.
But
I'm a medic.
Just remind him who cooks the food. He won't insult so much.
make you something else eventually.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Okay.
I don't actually.
I'm glad.
mind it. If I actually minded it, I would tell them to stop.
Why? You do not like it.
No, I didn't say that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe Echo. Maybe I
Wiggles
can
out your
condition
hand.
Echo
Just
to
kind of
make
get
me
the
want to
motions.
go
But it's like a
sweater.
freaking.
Oh my god, Roland is just dancing over there like no one cares.
Tangibly. They said that they were not saying they could make something
pill
of
bug is just
normal
fighting
size.
over
It was a little bit easier for me, given.
Right,
That's why it's just a bunch of bullshit spontaneity doesn't
Find
help.
one. It was bad words. Oh my.
Ooh.
If you need to calm your nerves, darling, I think it gets more Yoshiwara hot toddy.
Spontaneity was a good thing.
I can imagine that might have been fun. Fantasies.
I am fine.
I don't know what's going on over there.
Not too fast.
Yes, we have established it.
Some kind of
You say.
dance
Dance off.
circle.
Allegedly.
They are a bee. And bees do like to dance.
Mm.
The Matrix. Holy cow, they should be in a dance contest.
Roland, I need something cursed to think about. Anything.
I can give you something cursed to think about.
Yeah, otherwise, I'm
Do you
going
know
to
that
just simply have
poison
to
slimes are capable of dissolving somebody in
glide
15
along
seconds
with the
flat?
energy I got last night. Because nobody has used me today.
Anything from in here.
It's true. Acidic slimes.
That's pudding.
Acidic slimes.
Mm.
Acidic slimes.
Like I said,
Something in approximately 5 to 10 seconds.
not as good as ice cream, but very good.
Straight through the earth they're
Oh,
on.
that'd be wonderful.
I agree with that.
It does
Pudding
land
is
in the
below ice cream
sweeter
on the tier
side.
list.
Surprise.
True. It's not that sweet. It's only a couple tablespoons
Mm.
in the overall batch. To be fair, cherries also have their own sugar, so yeah, it could be pretty sweet.
Sweeter than I'm used to.
Hmm.
Nice. I'm not actually wearing my case. I'll have to go get it.
On the move.
Anytime you receive
Everyone needs to hold my case.
No, there's no apologies.
I'm not
Once
gonna
we
give you
get the
something
new
really
way of
cursed
how
and
to
horrible to think
figure the
about.
house out, because obviously when you want to host a class in person, it's a little bit rougher on some people, so understandable.
Echo, I'm gonna need my case.
You want to plug it in, it's okay. So I want you to imagine in great detail.
Whatever
Okay,
is
but you don't have any socks on. It's a toothpick.
Nothing.
I'm just...
Nothing. Let you know.
Set it here. Please do not step on it.
I won't. I'll be happy
Oh my god, that is some curse. That is evil.
It was fun to
You're
cook
an
with
evil
you.
goddess.
Those fish
Yeah,
that
Henry.
first thing.
He's brave, oh dear. I was used to having trouble.
That'd be great.
Here's a fun fact. Remember that your back of your vulva, you have about 2 tons of bite force, and you are very much capable of biting through your own finger like a carrot. Just like
Oh no, the fuck!
I'm fine.
Elise was very cute.
Then he's fine.
Perfectly fine.
Yes. Yes, again.
Fine.
Ooh.
Sadly.
Yeah. So, here's if you want a hot toddy, we'll go with top.
I picked it up.
You're cute.
You just need enough to make a little ball of the hair-thin tobacco between your thumb and forefinger.
A 100-pound cat is more scarier than a 100-pound dog.
First of the pouch you can set there, since I have to bring it back to my case later.
She said.
Cats are apex predators.
That is true, actually.
In this instance, the cat I'm referring to would be one of the speechless variety.
For at least
That outfit on. It's quite interesting.
What?
How do you think?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, how do you think I get it on?
It's fair. Here, let's back. Maybe perhaps
about
away
it,
from
yes.
the railway.
Actually,
You as well.
does that mean that your normal
I'll
outfit
see you
would
later,
technically
Newton.
I'll be leaving. I hope you have a wonderful time.
I'm gonna stop that.
My normal outfit's in the case.
Okay,
So
never mind
if
then.
she's not in the case, she's.
Related to crabs than they are to clothing.
Sorry, I think, I'm not too urgent to go talk to
You're right.
indifferent.
Because once again, the bird has done no
Oh,
harm.
you cannot see me, can you?
No, no, I cannot.
Hey, Jaden,
You need to blink.
Alright, here.
there is no
I'm sure
better
it'll be better
biodegradable
when
glue
the cat
than a
is
tortilla chip.
There you go. Well then, you simply place that in the...
You want to get closer?
Nudge. That would be perfect. Otherwise, it has to
How are you doing,
digitate
Jaden?
I can mostly hear everything from here.
We're trying to keep our mind.
It's more if you want to participate in the
We're trying to keep
conversation.
our mind active with
Uh,
random
Sit
thoughts.
down and just small...
I admittedly like the people watch.
Wash off the rest of the
Everything else is mostly the same.
That's fair.
And I'm in such a comfortable position already.
Honey, lemon, and mugwort. And also
Understandable.
green tea and whiskey, like a peppermint.
Miss Wolfram?
They're gonna be the death of me. You know that, right?
Oh no, I have your funeral planned already. It's wonderful
Okay,
service.
Just on a boat, fire.
Yeah, I know. I already hired.
Okay.
I'll hire an archer.
Want me to make her
You
I
already.
appreciate that.
I was going to say that you
want me to die, don't
already. Seems
You're trying to kill
early
me, aren't you?
preparation.
Species called the humans.
It's always good to be prepared.
Maybe other places.
I'm gonna die.
Rare
It was nice knowing all of you.
It's okay. Maybe you isekai to someone better now.
Exactly. Like it's over.
Hopefully so. Where I will actually be able to survive for longer than a couple months or whatever I've lost.
Can you imagine if that's your life? Every time you would die every couple months and you isekai to a new world, you're like quantum leaping. The next sleep is the next sleep home.
Hopefully, the next sleep home, yes. Maybe. We'll see when I die. We'll see. I suppose we'll find that out. And if there's a way for me to figure out to tell you, I will. You'll be the
I just
first
had
one
just
to know.
get a random spirit vision from like a shaman. It's just you in a weird outfit being like, I was isekai'd.
You were right, you son of a bitch, you were right.
Isekai.
Well, if you do
Just
meet Odin,
repeated
you could probably
isekai.
ask them as you get isekai'd.
Yes.
Let me have my memories as the one item or one thing you want to keep as you get isekai'd.
Oh, believe me, if I die, me and Odin are going to have a very, very long talk. A very long talk.
Whatever did you do?
Again,
Or
I'm still
from
surprised that
strongly
there's more than
worded
one
letter.
Allfather.
By the way, he agreed
I
to
don't know
have
whether it's a lot.
Kisei shrined in his room
Oh,
like a madman.
Well, to be fair, I did suggest him to buy one of those Amazon temples, little dollhouses.
I don't think that would work the same way. Shrines typically have to be built a very specific way to work properly. Anything from Amazon isn't going to be.
And that place has to
But hey,
Absolutely.
he can take solace in the fact that his room is consecrated ground.
That's true.
So if he dies in his sleep, he won't turn into a zombie.
Hmm.
Wonderful.
Or a ghost.
And pilgrimage for years to come.
Or a
will know
ghost.
that Jesus
Actually,
Christ
wait,
had one victim.
is it a thing that vampires can't enter consecrated ground, or is that not a thing? I don't remember.
Depends on the world.
I don't
Like some places,
like
you
it.
have to get permission to enter.
I wouldn't want to go into that. I won't be going into
then.
his room. That's for sure.
Yeah. Then I would suggest if you go to Echo's apartment to not go into Wolfram's room because it'll be consecrated ground.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder how you would feel about Mona's the guild hall, since it's technically unconsecrated.
That should be fine.
Also,
I
it
can't
might
remember
be
how
very
bad
dark
that
there.
is for AA vampires. Consecrated ground.
So nice.
We haven't had to deal with it in AA. But I can't imagine it's good because I know holy is
Or a
bad for
flashlight.
them.
You know who has dark vision? Orcs. Do you know who else has dark vision?
Depends. Depends. Depends on the origin.
Vampires.
Depends. They sure have.
Alright, how about this? I have dark vision.
Yes.
Are you sure? Have you been in the dark recently?
Oh, I recently, not particularly, but I have been in pitch black rooms before, so yes.
Mm.
Are you offered to be in a room with me? Just to
Maybe.
Oh, a little science and get together. Also, to
Are
be
you
fair,
sure you
could I
trust
share
a
the room
vampire
to grant
in
you
a dark
vision?
room?
blah blah blah. You sure you trust an orc in a dark room?
Mm. I don't think orcs are typically more dangerous at night.
Well, yes and no. Orcs who have dark vision, which apparently some don't, they usually would raid at night because they had superior vision.
Hasn't really been a worry for me.
Not particularly for me either, considering orcs haven't raided in a long time.
Unless you count raiding the fridge.
Or raiding in a video game.
Is this an intervention?
No? He hasn't seen my fridge. And I don't think any of it would be of particular interest to you. It is
Outside of
kind of
cooking, no.
all
You have seen my fridge, though.
blood. Yes.
My very stocked fridge.
Yeah, that reminds me. Should I give Kisa's flesh golem form like superior dark vision or just normal dark vision, actually?
Ask her? Why are you asking me?
It's not in the right position.
I just want a second opinion. I'm giving them all the senses of being able to see in the dark. If it was daylight, but in dark. Might be a good
Well,
benefit.
to my understanding, the difference between dark vision and superior dark vision is one is affected by magic and the other isn't.
I believe I am going to be heading out. I seem to be yawning a lot, and
Very well.
because I spent a little bit too much time getting some of the property yesterday and not enough sleep, so I'm gonna head off.
Very well.
Fair enough, Echo.
Good night, Echo.
It was nice seeing you.
Also, once again,
More
you look
nice
great, Finley.
Thank you.
I'm going to be heading off for now. I'm a little bit tired, so I want to catch up on some sleep or get some prep in for next week.
Have a good night.
Seems like the party's winding down.
But yeah, ask them what they want. Technically, one's just better than the other, but they might not want that. So
That's fair. Like the true organic experience sometimes.
well, technically,
Let me know if the mirror is annoying, by the way, but it's kind of helpful for me to know roughly where I am when someone's behind me.
Because all organic vision requires at least sunlight to function.
That's fair. Presumably in this plane, at least. I thought dark vision was just the ability to see, like, if you're in a dark room, you will see everything in gray, rather than full
that's low
cover
light.
like a night owl.
That's low light vision. So there's dark vision, which is the absence of light. So if you're in a pitch black room, you're able to see as it would day. And then superior dark vision is if someone casts like the darkness spell on you, you would be able to see through it. Versus someone with normal dark vision wouldn't be able to because it's magical darkness.
Okay. Yes, I heard a word like true sight or true dark vision or something for like draconic species or evolved species.
I would love to get a cyborg Charles.
That can see even invisibility and other effects like.
Or even just a copy of his music. You know, his music's really good if you've never heard it.
But yeah, it's a little fun passion project to help out Kise. With the idea of flash form or.
He plays 80s prog rock with like a
I think I have so many 80s on paper, just.
trumpet and such. It's really fucking good.
Not a literal zipper, but like a method to like enter and put their true form in the spine or center area.
The only person I can think of off the top of my head that
Connect with the veins.
normally there is
all that stuff.
young lady by the name of Cherry, I think is her name.
I don't entirely like this idea.
Yeah.
I've done surgery before and a lot of different things, but never something from scratch. Or experimented from like.
Are you
building it up.
sure you should be making that for someone then? Instead of just doing trial runs instead?
It's fun. When you've done everything else, why not try the next thing? And it's basically like transformations. I master that with skin, muscles, bone density, and organs.
It's more the
I'm assuming
worry
you told-
that you could potentially
Yes, I'm
harm
assuming you
someone.
Yes, I'm assuming you told Kisei the fact that you technically haven't done this before from scratch.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna get going here myself.
Bye, Roland. Let me know if there's anything that comes up.
I'll keep you.
Because doing like a surrogate method with
Maybe
different
by Wednesday I should have something a bit
like
more
kins.
substantial to provide.
So that's a
There's one method.
yes or a no then?
Or no.
That you've told Kisei that you haven't done this before.
I was just gonna say.
I have not told them, but the process is more or less like my own metamorphosis, but create a body for them.
That doesn't matter. If you're making someone a body, a lot can go wrong with that. You could accidentally send them into a terrifying overstimulation.
Very popular, and there's lots of people, and there's a party with big monsters in it.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing tests and experimenting, and like I'm not gonna give them like beta. It's gonna be a fully functional body that is friendly for a yokai such as the Sukunogami that they are.
I made my first friend there. His name was Reggie.
Okay.
Because they want all the senses.
Reggie's a good man with good intentions.
But they aren't
Actually,
an organic creature, so...
I need to go on patrol again, so I need to leave here.
Mm.
Finley, you wanna come?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly in a junior detective outfit today, though.
You have no idea how, what do you call it, effective that outfit would be in arresting people.
Hmm? An
They'll see you
actual
and go, "Oh,
junior detective?
yes,
With the little star and everything?
I'm full of energy and I don't know where to direct it. I'm full of energy and I don't know where to point it at. I'm like a missile ready to fire, but there's nothing to shoot.
What are you talking about?
So I'm not the only one that doesn't like that, right?
No, I don't like it either. I was gonna let Key say no if I see her or later.
Mm.
Hopefully, I need to ask him what time frame he's doing that for. To be fair, I don't know if he would be honest about it because I think he could tell that we were.
I've noticed him doing a lot of this kind of business ventures. I'm starting to worry if it's more scammy. Because this is a lot of different things he's branching out into.
Yeah.
And unless he has a lot of time on his hands, it's kind of concerning, I guess, is what I mean.
I think he's in a different plane or something.
Mm.
He talks a lot. It's hard to parse. If we see Casey, I'll just let her know.
Good idea.
You're like, hey, the doctor or the person you want to make your new body hasn't done it before. Just so you know.
It's particularly concerning I've done surgery before. Do you actually have the proper education and permits for that? Or are you just
It's more
experimenting on people? Illegally, technically.
It's aesthetically an experiment. Because what he's saying is like, oh, I did this thing, therefore it translates to this thing, which is something non-professionals say.
Uh-huh. I don't like it.
I don't like him much either. He technically hasn't done anything wrong yet, so all I can do is
No.
warn.
All he's doing is talking very, very big. The worry is if he can deliver on those words.
You see, I'm perfectly fine with people. I'm more okay with people trying new things. The thing that red flagged me was when I asked him a very simple question and he dodged it.
Yes.
Or tried to.
Well, I had a lot of red flags go off in that conversation, but I'm easier to red flag, I guess. Especially with things like that.
That's fair.
I know how stuff like that can
A lot
go
of people
wrong.
Okay. There's certain people with different sensitivities, so they tend to be able to have their ears peaked. There you go. For different things.
That's a good reminder, though. I should probably find earrings for this outfit. Feels weird not to have any.
naked ears.
I know, scandalous.
Going the other way now. Just walking around naked. I know we're a sex education guild, but come on, there's a line.
Unfortunately, I don't think that would work with the sun. Night streaking, maybe.
Oh.
It technically wouldn't have been the first time. Ah, birds got feathers. Ah.
You okay?
This field is just the brightest thing in existence.
Yeah. It is very bright.
At least the flowers are probably very happy. Lots of sunlight.
I haven't seen it rain here once.
I'm used to a lot more rain and cloud cover. Not really seeing the sun very much at all.
Oh, it's Marianne, the poet. Are you okay?
Just
If you want
embarrassed.
to be a bird, you can.
Nope. They're gonna see it anyways. I can't stay a bird forever. Well, I can, but
Abroad.
I shouldn't.
A bird abroad.
Hi.
Hello.
Look at you!
Thank you. It's for next week. The Maid Cafe.
You look so good.
Thank you.
Hey, darling, good to see you.
Oh.
Oh, Kitty. Can't talk to you for a second.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, it's right over here.
See you later, guys.
I'll be right back. It's just 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. Can I look around you?
I would want people to be able to appreciate it. I had it tailored.
Oh my goodness. The Obi is so cute, and you have swallowtails on your apron.
I thought the bird motif was nice.
And your bonnet is so cute with everything too. It's I'm getting too happy. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I guess it makes sense. This isn't exactly your style, but it fits within it somewhat.
Mm-hmm. And if I had to guess, it would be a mixture of moi or Q Valida with Maid.
This is Eastern style Maid.
Oh.
At least that's what they referred to it as.
I see. It's so cute.
I think what I was initially going to go with would have been counted as the old style English, but the one I could find that didn't fit very well. So then I decided to go more all out.
I see. Cute.
I hope everyone will like it.
Absolutely. And the braid goes so well with it too.
I noticed generally that they make their hair very well kept. When mine is down, it tends to look kind of messy, so I didn't want to put it fully up. Not with the bonnet, anyways.
Hello, I am back.
Hi. Oh. Hi.
Hello again. Have you been, dear?
Good.
Wonderful. Oh, it's been quite a day. Oh, absolutely wonderfully. There's been quite a bit of excitement around since I created a new challenge for everyone. In the greater scheme of things. At least with my Kizami. I've been having a quite lucrative business for the guild. I have a bit of a challenge that if people can complete a bowl of my new concoction, that it is free. Otherwise, it is the 200 credits that they would have to pay otherwise. So far, some have not been able to complete it.
200?
Indeed, the credits. It is quite an interesting. Well, I had to pay quite a bit for the extract involved in it, as well as the transmutation time involved. But it is very intense, let us say that. People have enjoyed the challenge of Constitution.
Roll for Constitution.
Indeed. So either it has been lucrative for the guild or it has been lucrative for me. I've won either way. Very exciting. I do need to find more concoctions like this in the future. Wolfram has been quite good at coming up with, solutions, problems for me to find solutions to that have also been very good for the guild itself. So, let me say that I have quite a bit of inspiration now. I do not know if you partake, darling, but if you ever do and you have certain flavors that you prefer, do let me know. I'll see if I can make something. Do enjoy a new challenge.
Thank you.
Of course, dear. Maybe headed off soon, but I wish to at least say hello beforehand, since I do not get to speak to you as often.
We need to speak to each other more.
Oh, indeed. By the way, if you are potentially interested in any fashion of sorts, I've spoken to a lovely young lady that apparently runs a fashion business around the area, at least in Zafira, I believe. But she told me that if we get enough members of the guild together and they were interested in having a bit of a fashion consultation and perhaps buying some things from her stores, that she would be willing to host us for a night. So we simply need to find a time where everyone is available and speak to Vincent since he works for her as well. So if you are interested.
Yes.
Perfect. We'll see about gathering times from people. At least from those who can pass along in messages and whatnot, given phones a bit too big for me. Now then. Until then, you have a lovely night, dear.
You too.
You both as well. Have a good night. Enjoy your, patrolling.
Good night.
Good night, you say. Hello, Jaden.
You just see him holding a very large bowl of pudding.
You take all the pudding.
I only took half of it. There's still some in the house.
Okay.
To be fair, he can only eat soft foods.
That's fair. Okay.
I miss meat. I miss fruit.
You can make
I want
fruit soft at least.
I know, but I can't make meat soft. I want steak. I can't eat steak and it's driving me mad.
No, there's not really any cooked way to make meat soft. If you eat food raw, you can grind it up. But it becomes hard again once you cook it.
I'll look into it. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Okay, thanks. I'm just a little bit overeating applesauce.
That's fair.
Plus, you probably do need some more protein.
Applesauce and mashed potatoes is all I have had for the last 3 days.
Oh.
Can have soup.
Ground beef is
Just gonna have the meat as soup.
Too hard
candy.
if your jaw is injured.
Oh.
It requires chewing.
Not really. My nose got broken and some of my teeth got pushed in. They're fine now, but still have to eat off food.
Excuse me.
Oh, thank God I discovered a bit more slime in my fur.
For protein, generally I eat a lot of nuts and seeds and the like. Quinoa is especially good.
Also lentils. You can have lentils.
Yeah,
a lentil?
I can boil chickpeas and
It's a type
hummus.
of legume.
Or just make hummus.
Legumes are a different type of plant than beans, and they have a lot of protein in them. You can make like lentil soups and stuff. They're called legumes, which is a fun word to say.
Legume.
Alright. I still prefer steak.
That's fair.
Finley
I
doesn't know
also
that.
prefer steak. Actually, when you get better, if you come over to my place, I can show you an Orcish steakhouse.
Ben. Also, there's someone in my apartment building. They cook their steak well done. They are destroying it. Well done.
They put
steak
ketchup on it.
is heresy.
Yes,
I
yes, it
haven't
is.
seen it. I'm pretty sure they do.
Some people enjoy the chew.
There's a
Masticating
difference between ruining a steak
their
and eating
apartment.
leather.
I personally agree, but to each their own tastes.
Anyway, I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna piss in the kitchen.
Bye,
Probably
Jake.
eat this for dinner. Yeah.
See you later, dude. Don't know why they're going to the beach, but I guess they have a boat over there.
Maybe. I'm gonna go where there's less sun. Because my...
Yes. You're probably gonna be a lot happier when the guild house is done.
Much happier.
It's gonna be perpetually like gloomy and dark.
Well,
Unconsecrated ground.
to be fair, I actually really like seeing all the colors. And I like the look of the sun. It just feels terrible. Which is kind of... I guess I kind of miss when it didn't feel terrible.
Yeah.
Because the sun is supposed to feel very nice.
If it helps, what you're wearing reflects a lot of sunlight back.
Yes, but...
I'm waiting for the boat.
There is no real but.
It's okay.
I like crispy.
Thinking of still thinking of the meal plan for our date.
Oh? Is that also going to be a mystery?
Well, I'm trying to decide whether or not, because normally you just cook the favorite foods of the person, but if the person doesn't have a lot of food experience, then kind of have to make like a tour, essentially. So I need to find something that I'm pretty sure you would like, and is also new.
If it helps, I haven't disliked anything that I've had so far.
Yet.
I think technically the pudding has the lowest ranking.
Pudding's off the list.
Not that it's bad. Just lowest.
What was the highest?
Pizza, and then the chips.
Ooh. Could make blood pasta. I need to make stuff that is good for a picnic, so it needs to be hand food. Just sandwiches. I just need to figure out what to put in the sandwich. I could make... Can you make an egg salad, but replacing the egg with blood? Wouldn't it just be like a pile of blood?
That would just be a pile of blood.
I wonder if you can actually mix the blood and the eggs, because you just reduce the egg amount by half, and then replace it with blood. So it's a bloody egg salad.
Maybe.
So at least it holds its shape.
I wouldn't know in this case.
This requires experimentation. By the way, I talked to Kyusei. Apparently, he told her right after we walked away.
At least that's
So she
good.
was aware. Yeah. I told her about like general like red flags and how he like dodged a question, this and issue, and she thanked me for my concern, this and issue.
Mm.
She might still go with it, but at least she's informed.
That's the important part. People making
Yeah.
informed decisions.
Okay. Bloody egg
With their
salad.
bodies, technically. Not technically her body, but would be
Technically, her.
An extension of her
What
body.
would be her body?
Mhm.
Yes. Apparently, she asked him to only make her body that she would be able to return to her original form if she so choose.
Mm.
That is what she specifically asked him.
I realize. Is he allowed to make propositions like that here? Without permission of
There's
Mona?
nothing. There's nothing technically in the rules about it. I would consider it impolite.
Mm. I mean more.
I would be telling her.
It could potentially look bad on us if something bad happens there.
That's fair.
Just because of the point of the guild.
Where the proposition happened. I might ask Mona if she wants to try to make a rule against having business propositions in the guild.
Mm. At least with people other than the actual business.
No, actually, no solicitation. There you go.
Mm. Speaking to one of the heads or Mona and Vincent about an idea, that's not solicitation, but advertising yourself is.
Yeah. Yeah. See, it's a little nebulous right now because we don't technically have a home. We're just renting this place.
Mm.
So it'll be a lot easier to have those firm, actual rules when that happens. But I will talk to Mona about it and let her know. It's a good idea. At least I think so.
I try to have good ideas. They're talking about the dog. Darun.
Good track record. Better than most people I meet.
I have had plenty of practice.
True. Oh my god. How many I feel like I would have so many bad ideas if I lived like a couple 100 years. Just like random experiments. You're like, oh, that was a horrible idea. And then you leave.
Maybe. I've certainly had my fair share of them. Mostly ones at music festivals.
Yeah. What were you doing at a music festival?
Standard music festival things. Sadly, not a lot of. It was always weird that everyone was high except for me. Because that doesn't work on me.
Yeah. Immunity to poison, I think. Kind of like dwarves.
Poisons and drugs. Even alcohol doesn't really do much.
Were you nearby me when I talked about if dwarves can enjoy spicy food? I was wondering if it's considered a poison because technically capsaicin is affecting you. What capsaicin is it's a chemical that plants have in order to deter insects or other small creatures from eating them.
Not sure.
It's like a pesticide.
I at least could taste the spice.
Yeah. I was thinking whether or not you would have a resistance to it, because dwarves have a poison resistance, which is why they can just chug the alcohol that they're chugging.
Mm.
Like, never drink a dwarven haymaker. You can, but I'm not going to. That's way too
yes.
much alcohol for most people. Do you get drunk if it's enough alcohol?
Don't know. Haven't tried. It tends to take magical effects.
So it feels like a magically alcoholic drink. It would affect you.
Maybe. Kind of depends. Some magical diseases, some magical poisons, some magical alcohol.
Can you imagine if no one knew, but kept saying it was a magical spice? It's the reason it affects vampires and dwarves.
Maybe. Technically, there is magic in everything. The mana that flows through beings.
Yeah. Mana flow is always interesting to feel. You have to take very good control over it. There you go. That's the word. When you're casting. I think you're able to do that because you summon the umbrella. So you can cast spells.
My magic just tends to be a little different. Technically, all of my magic is blood magic.
Oh, I was right. That was just me throwing a joke out.
Nope. Spot on with that one. And to be fair, I don't know that much magic even. Just the little pieces. Mostly illusion stuff.
Mine's usually abjuration, enchantment, and enhancement. Those are the schools that I have particularly focused on. So a lot of my stuff is, at least the outward stuff, is cleansing of some kind.
Seems like it. I admittedly don't know that much about magic. At least nothing that I remember a lot. There was one book that I wrote with a fairly intensive magic system, but some of that was made up.
Oh, I want to read that now. I love world building. So I have to finish the other 2 books that you sent me.
Knowing what I do now, I think one of them you'll really enjoy. The other one might be kind of tame. For you, anyways.
Okay.
Less fluffy stuff.
Oh.
I was kind of tossing the net out with that one.
You're experimenting. Trying to push boundaries.
Well, initially I thought giving the more fluffy things would be the tamer introduction. But I guess it kind of skews a little bit.
It depends on the person, I guess.
Maybe that's why you like this one so much. because it's soft.
I'm not gonna say anything. It's safer.
I guess it'll have to be an experiment then. Of course, though, do let me know if I ever push too far.
I will let you know. And the same goes for you.
At least until the actual date, then conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until then, we're just building up the not dates.
We're at 4 right now. I'm gonna ask something. I'm gonna sit next to you. That's better. God. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
A little bit. Should I not?
No. Enjoy what you want.
Whenever you find my buttons, you'll probably enjoy it just as much.
Yeah. As of right now, it's a little uneven.
For now. I wasn't sure if you were looking somewhere.
No. I wasn't looking anywhere. Totally. Can I ask? Is it okay if I lift you?
Lift me? You have carried me before.
Yes, but this is a much shorter distance.
Okay.
He's gonna pick you up and put you on his lap.
Oh.
do that for like an hour.
I guess I've gotten you too used to it.
It is nice.
Like a slightly cold weighted blanket.
Cold weighted blankets are the best, though, especially if it's a hot day.
Mm.
I'm starting to get annoyed how long the date's gonna be.
Mm. How
Too
long
long,
it's
too far.
going to be till it is?
Till the date. Yes, till it is.
I'm sure it won't be too much longer.
No.
Besides, that just means we're building up tension.
True.
Suspense. Romantic suspense. I really am pale.
Well, yeah, but also it's in contrast to my skin tone, so.
I know, but it's not like your skin tone's dark.
Darker.
Darker, yeah, yes.
I think it's always just because it's in contrast to bright blue and white.
Mm. It is an outfit that makes me look paler.
That she looks very nice on you.
I tried.
Mm.
I just expected to see a lot more Maid outfits today.
True, but to be fair, today was only training day. People wanted, like, a code to teach them.
Not that I knew it was training day.
No. Plus, when it does actually become next week when it's main night, it's going to be like in a rented cafe, so you're probably going to be indoors most of the time, so you don't have to deal with the sun.
That would be nice. I guess I should have been more suspect from the beginning.
Hmm. Also?
Mm. Last night, the way you and Nick were talking, it made me slightly suspicious. That maybe I had gotten the time wrong. Because it seemed strange that you guys would be unprepared for if it was tomorrow.
Ignore that. But yeah. Yeah. I just thought you knew. So everything made sense. You're pretty much keep up with the conversation. You didn't ask any questions or anything.
Maybe I should ask more questions.
It never hurts to ask more questions.
Unless you're in some kind of question asking torture device.
I think
each
that's
question
called
you
an
ask,
interrogation.
the cube will get smaller
Oh God, that's terrible.
until
I think it's more of a.
Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Apparently, you didn't like that. You didn't like that.
Mm-mm.
I made that noise in your body. It had a visceral rejection.
Clearly. Oh, hello, Carrix. I guess either everybody is all the way over there, or it's just those two left.
I would have to check eventually, sadly. I could just pick you up and patrol with you in my arms. That would be nice.
I think I'm starting to understand why Kisei said patrolling.
I understand why, even though it's not something she shouldn't really say. I do my job.
You do.
Not doing my job.
You're just having fun while doing your job. I guess I do make it harder.
You do. In a good way.
Mm.
Okay.
Probably doesn't help with this.
No, it doesn't. But, you know what? Let's actually do that. He's gonna pick you up.
Oh.
There you go.
If anyone asks.
You hurt your leg.
I sprained my ankle and it'll be better in 15 minutes.
Totally. Vampiric fast healing.
Yes. To be fair, a sprained ankle probably would heal maybe an hour for me. Maybe 2.
How does healing magic affect that?
Bad. Don't do healing magic on me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What about cleansing? Like, greater restoration, dispel magic, things of that nature.
Not sure. I'd have to ask Ivanka.
Oh, that I
She
should
knows a lot
bonk you.
more. Unless I'm being bad. That one was unintentional. To be fair.
Sorry about the flashbang.
Not your fault. You have no control over the flowers, and their highly reflective nature.
I do have control where I walk, though.
Yes,
Technically.
but you're on patrol. And you need to walk everywhere.
Yes. Like guard bird.
Scary bird privileges. I feel like I need to make a smaller version of the bonnet to put on the bird.
For the bird? That's adorable.
Yes. Well, I need to start wearing clothes on it so people stop trying to eat me.
Yeah. I would prefer if you were not eaten.
I would also prefer not to be eaten. I like myself full and whole, with no bite marks taken out of me. Well, except for one. But that one's kind of stuck.
True. There's no one up here.
But I guess that is technically the whole of me. Or at least a very minuscule amount missing.
Is there like a tiny bite mark on the bird?
Probably. I would assume all my scars are on it still. They're just kind of hidden under the feathers.
It is a tiny bird, though, so it'd be kind of hard to find.
Probably. Well, some of them easier than others. But you'd have to, like, feel the feathers, I guess. For any missing ones.
Okay, now we turn around.
I guess it really is just you, me, and Maria,
and
Maria. And I don't remember his
I
name.
actually don't remember the poet's name.
He's a poet, and we know it.
Yes. Just like you're an author.
The poet who shall not be named.
The poet who shall not be named, and the author that is not alive. The author that did not live.
Technically, that means, well, there's a very low bar, but technically that means I make more money because I'm dead. If I ever do publish. Because I didn't make any money when I was alive.
Huh.
My work is worth more because I'm dead, but I've been dead for a very long time.
You see that? Oh.
Maria.
She'll take you there. Hello.
Hello.
All alone?
Just sometime.
You okay?
Better now.
Anything?
You still need more alone time? Okay, good.
I'm okay now. If you want to join Flowers.
I would, if we can do that, can we go over there under the shade so he doesn't get a headache?
I already have a headache. But that's my secret.
Worse headache. It's my secret, Cap. I always have a headache.
Migraine. It's there. It's been there.
I'm sorry.
It'll happen when I forget the umbrella. It's kind of my fault.
You know, if I knew if a greater restoration worked on you, I could just do that. Yeah, let's go over there.
Probably wouldn't. I'm not confident on that.
Probably.
It might just hurt me more. It sounds like
Yeah,
something that
well,
would hurt me.
This is good. Where did Marie go? Oh, there you are. Jeez.
I'm right here.
Alright. We're going down now. I'm turning this way.
Hi.
How you doing, Maria?
Hi. It's Marie.
I was right.
You were right. My apologies.
It's okay. I get that a lot.
How you doing, Marie?
Okay. You know that feeling when you want to open up about something, but you're too scared?
Yes. It's okay. Take your time. Two things. One, you never need to tell someone something. Two, you can take as much time as you need. It's not a competition.
I suppose that's a good point. I've never had friends that I could really open up to. I mean, they're the fans online and the people who really like my work, but I wouldn't call them friends.
Not really the same exactly.
No.
Being able to speak face to face is very different.
I've never had those kinds of friends before. I've always kind of been shut in.
Mm. I'm, I kind of was one for a long time. But now it's been an even longer time that I've had someone to talk to. Now I'm just having a lot more people to talk to. I've been in kind of an echo chamber for a while. So I can at least empathize.
I see. Understandable.
Mm. But still, you don't need to talk about anything that makes you uncomfortable. But should you wish to, at least, know that I wouldn't spread it anywhere. And I don't think eyes would either.
You can. No. That's actually technically part of my job.
Thank you. I hope that we can become better friends.
I hope so too. So far,
yeah.
This place has been really good for that. I didn't expect to get as close as I have to certain people.
Me either.
Good, right? That's good.
Very. At least I think so.
Can I go get I kind of left him alone.
You can.
You can get him,
Well,
or we could all go together.
Either one.
Up to you. If you're comfortable.
I'm considering the circumstance uncomfortable anywhere.
Maybe going to him would be a good idea then.
Okay.
Okay. Scoop.
I guess I'll just never use my legs again. What a terrible fate.
Truly.
Truly. God. Yeah. You know what you were doing when you accepted.
Accepted what? Being carried?
My proposal. Yes.
Your proposal? I didn't know it was that much.
You know what I mean.
To be fair, back in very long time ago, they could happen that fast. They almost did to me.
Yeah, I don't.
Several times.
Oh.
I was almost arranged.
Yeah, I don't roll that.
Like, twice.
You're almost packed away.
Mm-hmm.
Put in a stuffy house.
I scared them off.
You are rather intimidating.
Yes.
If it helps, I don't roll that way. It takes a long time for me.
Mm. Technically, for me, it would take longer than expected.
My entire lifetime.
Hopefully not that long.
Do you know where they work?
Can find a place to sit. I think they're on the beach. So we'll come to you.
Okay. Over here. And down we go.
Oh.
Sitting on the floor now.
Nothing wrong with sitting on the floor.
No, there isn't. Plus, you get to people watch.
Until the people come over here. Then it's conversation.
Yeah, best of both worlds. People watching conversation in one.
Whoa. That's most of my time with you. People watching and conversation.
Yes. If I was going to ever have a hobby that is technically what being security is, it would be people watching.
Mm. Does staring at me count as people watching or bird watching?
Both.
Depends on the form. At the stroke of midnight, I transform to my true state.
Adorable tiny bird.
Adorable
Truly the
tiny
most intimidating of all forms.
vampiric bird.
Yes. They peck at you to try to break your skin. It'll take like them days, but they'll do it eventually.
I technically can. It's not as hard as you would think. I still have all of my strength. Wrapped up in a very tiny form. How do you think I jump so
That's such
far?
a control move. It's such like you just imagine someone seeing a tiny adorable bird and you're like, oh my god. They put their hand to it and the bird just like pecks up through a hand, like through their hand.
It would be unfortunate.
Like picks them up by the beak, flips them over.
The main problem is getting a good grip.
Use your talons, your terrifying grippers.
Grippers. It got
Grab
really.
someone's finger and you just.
It was really
Right.
hard to get used to it at first.
Being tiny or the talons?
The talons. Now I'm just really good at moving my toes.
Oh.
I can pick things up with them.
Oh, you have monkey feet.
Yes. Bird feet.
Oh, I also have monkey feet. That's because when I was younger, I wouldn't wear shoes. I would walk around the house.
Mm.
Your feet expand if you don't wear shoes. Your toes actually spread.
Well, do they stay spread? If you continue to... If you start wearing shoes later in life? Or do they shrink again?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's only a childhood thing.
That they're on their way back.
Childhood seems so
He hasn't moved
far away.
Yeah, even though they're right over there now.
I am so old.
Oh,
Why do
yeah.
you like
Calm
me?
down. God, so many reasons. You're intelligent. You make good conversation. You're interesting.
That was
You're pretty.
originally a dig, but thank
What
you.
else? You're welcome. I can keep going if you want.
Maybe at the picnic.
Okay. Are you blushing?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Everything okay?
You good?
I think I messed up a bit.
Oh.
Ooh. I don't know the situation, but sometimes things take time. And that's okay. Doesn't mean that's what it will be forever.
Not my fault. Not my fault.
Mm. You don't ever need to tell anybody. But if you want to talk about it, I know it's hard to believe, but I am all ears.
I thought you were eyes.
That too. And tusks. Those are my 3 aliases.
The 3 senses.
Technically 6 aliases if you count each individual one. Ear, eye. Tusk.
He said something that made me upset. So I got up and I left because I didn't want to be upset.
Ooh.
No, he's sad.
Did you forgive him? Or at least talk about what it was?
Not yet. Is that how you're supposed to feel?
When things like that come up, it kind of depends. Sometimes when you're uncomfortable, you do walk away. But if it's someone you want to be friends with, it might be important to explain why you're uncomfortable. Or at least say that you're uncomfortable with that topic.
also say that I personally think it's okay to walk away for a second, especially if you don't want to be overly emotional. You don't want to be angry, things of that nature, so you walk away for a second. The important thing is that you come back. You say, hey, I want to talk about it. You made me feel this way. Actually, do you know what you or I statements are? So it's a psychological term to describe a way to conflict resolve. So you statements is an accusation. Say, you made me feel this way versus I feel this way. So reframing a confrontation as how it made you feel puts a less of a onus on the other person and allows them to actually maybe even understand and hear you. Because sometimes when you throw accusations out, people close up because they get defensive. But from what you're telling me, it sounds like he's just sad that he hurt you. And that's not your fault. You're not responsible for other people's feelings.
Not responsible?
For other people's feelings, no. They are responsible for their own emotions and themselves, in the same way that you are responsible for your own.
I thought he left.
Hello.
Me too.
Yeah, we visit the Suramu's heaven, and I got shot back from a laser beam after some mischievous antics of understanding astral projection.
I'm gonna go
Our bodies
to them.
Yeah, don't do that.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Let us know if you need more help.
Thank you for all your help. Excuse me.
You're excused? What was that all about?
A
Personal
issue
business.
between them. Yes.
Understood. I will see when Sumaru and Sage, I believe her name is, will come back. They're going to have a little bit of a picnic after I got blasted back. Still feels weird to get smitten.
I'm not sure how much longer the island is open. How late do you stay open?
That's what I told them, but they insisted they wanted to have a cafe.
It's usually going to be probably for a little bit longer. I'll let them know when it's close to time. And then I can take you on another not date.
In this? Are you sure you can handle that?
You bring up a good point.
I could go back and grab something
No.
easier.
You could be just wearing... I think if you took off the apron thing, it would just look like a kimono. Which is still pretty cute, not gonna lie. And the headdress.
Also, I
don't
told
want to have to call it
Kise
back.
about your walking.
I talked to her.
Teasing about you too.
They were teasing about the patrolling thing. That's what he's talking about.
It is patrol work.
Yes.
I'm a junior.
But yeah, I don't want... Yes, you are. But I don't want you to have to go all the way back.
It's more than
So-
just patrolling.
Well, the joke is I actually have pajamas packed with me this time.
Oh my god. You maybe have to think.
Oh my god.
Okay.
They are pajamas, so.
I was gonna take you to like an Eastern restaurant, so you look like you like dressed up for it. Like if you took off the headdress.
I feel like that could be
apron.
disrespectful.
Sorry.
True.
Depending. I
Could have
little
we
bit
could go to an
exhausted.
Asian fusion restaurant. Usually those are a lot less caring.
Ah.
Huge.
Visiting someone else's heaven is fascinating. But yes, I did went to Kisa to tell them about the body since
I
we're
had
getting
a
something. The way I at least envision it is different. But yeah, I wouldn't hurt
Today's
a
session be poppin', guys.
customer nor a member of any faction. Especially since I am a creature that was intended to be a healer. Using metamorphosis
Intended
to
to be?
heal or... well, I was created to heal creatures and other purposes 300 plus years ago, when the Allfather first created my true form, giving me the ability to use metamorphosis to heal eye sockets, bones, and other means. It was my purpose.
You said 300 plus years ago?
Yeah.
Like 300 or like way past 300?
More like 370, give and take, but the exact number in human circles, I keep forgetting the exact. So I usually round it
could
down.
Be older than his entire species.
Possible. For me, it's kind of give or take 100.
Did you stop counting after a bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so easy to stop counting, especially before they had actual calendars on your phone.
Yeah. And email, which you just learned about.
Yes.
Wait,
I still remember when that
haven't
whole thing was
known
happening.
of the email.
I know of email, I just
Why aren't you
don't
old?
have one.
Okay, that's different. That's way
I
different.
thought they were only on computers,
like...
and I never owned a computer. I don't have
Actually,
electricity
you know
in my
what? Let's
house.
do that.
Go get
Let's
the
do
computer.
that. Let's go have dinner and go get the computer. So this doesn't happen again.
A little bit of a laptop or a tablet. But
I had a
I know
typewriter.
I'm not the oldest MMR member as far as age, and not the only immortal as far as not dying out of age. So it's really nice to see other kins that...
I'm not technically a member. Yet.
Not yet.
True. Me neither.
Soon.
But you know what I mean. Just
Soon.
the really old creatures coming here is kind of exciting to me. Because
There's a lot of really old creatures. Especially elves.
I think Mona's your age.
Is
So I
she?
checked. Let me ask her.
Is she?
I think so. I know she's old.
There were lords and
And every
ladies.
time I
in my
ask
time.
her, she just gives me the thing like, you don't ask a lady her age.
And Vincent is a tiefling, so he doesn't have the age issue. The synthetics, the two that goes here.
Not having the age
have
issue
age
doesn't
unless
mean you're old, at least.
Yeah, but dying of old age is kind of like a common lack of immortality in a lot of realms. Like humans live to 100 before they Usually their brain completely collapses after 100, or they have amnesia or lack of memory.
Kind of depends. There are a lot of ways to heal that now.
Dementia is a...
Through magical or technological means.
Also depends on what you have access to. Certain places have a lot less technology than others.
True. Especially the dark zones.
Yeah. Thankfully, I live in a more, I guess, the term modern place, so I have
I'm
most things.
technically in a dark zone, but I charge a lot of batteries. I guess I'll have to do that for the laptop.
You would. You could get an external battery.
Mm.
So basically, you would have two battery cells. You would have the battery on the laptop, and then you have like a very large external battery that can last like
That's
10,
what I have for
15
my
charges. And yeah, but just get like a
Yeah, I
really
need to
big
think
one
of
for
a
a
way to
laptop, because the
create
laptop has a huge
electricity in
battery.
my plane
Mm.
at the moment, because we
We
don't have sun
technically-
lights that can have sun panels.
We technically
Do
do
you get
have
sun? Where you
a
live?
few days out of the year.
Ah, never mind. So I was gonna say that there are certain big power banks that have like sun panels that charge with like solar energy.
We do technically
Yeah.
have some electricity, but it's fairly limited. So I wouldn't want to waste it on a phone or laptop. So I bring my own.
That's fair. Windmill power, wave power.
Windmill might be better, but to be fair, the amount of electricity that a household would need would be like at least
like river
a couple of
banks.
windmills, which would be very obstructive to the surrounding area.
And especially when you consider it's not just a family household, it's also Ivanka's a doctor, so a lot of special
Yeah.
requirements.
That's fair. But yeah, it still feels weird that in the soon 5 years I've been on this plane, I feel very nostalgic to some of the things Maru's heaven actually made me think of. Yes.
By the way,
Everything that
you can
happened.
ask Elise. She can maybe like do something like that, like allow you to like charge of mana or something.
Mm.
That would actually be smart.
Who knows?
What if you...
Might as well ask.
I don't know everything about
Technically-
Ivanka's
They're all ability that suck
Technology?
mana instead of blood, technically. We could convert the same technique. Isn't there like a training exercise to like expand your mana pool, but you have something like ever so slightly drain your mana? So
The way you expand your mana pool is the same way that you would flex your muscles a bit. You would expand it, like using all of it, and then doing it over and over again. At least that's how I always understood that.
Yes. There are a lot of controversial types of training, like pushing past your standard mana pool. But really, that only shortens your legs.
So like if you're working out, and your muscle fails, like you reach a certain point where your muscle like contracts and you just drop the weight. If you push past that point, you're not gaining more muscle. You're injuring yourself.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
So really, the extent of training should be like a muscle.
Yes,
I
until you're
don't
tired.
have that problem.
That's a good way of thinking it, actually.
But I also
Mana
can't
burners
really
might be
gain
actually
muscle
way better.
very easily. So I'm stuck as a twig for eternity.
That is
Not a bad
big
fate.
shame.
I guess not. It's not like I'm unhappy with my body.
Oh, that's good.
I'm glad.
Still a shame that you can't alter if you wanted to. Like,
I could. I just have to
buff a
work
little
very,
vampire could
very
be
hard.
out of the ordinary.
There are plenty of
Yeah,
buff
that would-
vampires.
God.
I'm just not one of them.
I seen a lot with 6-packs, but never like buff.
I have seen
Like big biceps. I seen many twigs.
technically,
At
as
least in
much
this
as it's harder for non-humans, a lot of other types of creatures can become vampires. It's just more difficult.
Yeah.
Yep. I just asked if there was an orc vampire.
Mm.
This is just imagine how strong they would be. They're stronger than base human, especially if they're buff.
I still don't think
Well,
they would be as strong
maybe
as
Finley could.
a natural
blood.
born vampire, but significantly stronger than a
Mm.
standard half-blood.
Yeah, they'll be like in between, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Alright, that makes more sense. But yeah, I don't delve too often into vampire myself. I can't use any of their magic.
I've been finding I'm doing
because
that more and
they're
more
usually-
recently.
Their natural magic are rather restricted, and anything they can be taught easier than other means can't be used by me anyway.
Mm.
It will be cool to summon creatures though, but I can't. Though, transformations though, that is a lot of fun. Transmutation into giant rodents or bats and
Honestly, probably
able to gain energy from
safest not to try and push into vampire magic or otherwise. Vampiric culture tends to be fairly closed off.
Isolationist.
Fair enough.
Xenophobic?
Correct term?
The tragedy.
Well, those go hand in hand.
The occult.
I guess so, yeah.
I wonder, is vampire magic like species specific, or can like a vampire teach someone? Be like, this is how you do blood magic, or is
Well,
it like you need to be
there
a
are-
vampire in order to do blood magic?
No, there are plenty of other races that can do blood magic.
Well, like, are there vampiric spells, specific spells that are like only vampires now, or is it like a secret thing, or like any blood mage or blood person who use blood can do these spells? They just don't choose not to let them out because they know that if they let it out, then they do that.
I don't know the answer to this question. I'm not
I understand.
classically trained.
The only vampire spell I know
Yes,
is Vampire
rhetorical
Touch,
questions.
which lets you deal damage and
I
absorb
understand.
energy,
You don't need to answer
life
anything.
energy. But that is the only one I know. And the only way I know about it is because one of my siblings used it on me one time. Motherfucker, she's a rapist.
I think that
I'm
I'm
not
going to
going
give
to
them
unpack
5
that.
more minutes. Actually, I should probably tell them that I'm giving them 5 more minutes.
Maybe?
I don't want to interrupt though.
Fair enough. It
Mm,
could be good to ping. 'Cause again,
probably
I know
best.
there's
But you could also wait
Summerland
until
and Sage.
you're going to give them a certain amount of time before you kick them out. Could be
You know
like,
what? I'll give them
hey, we're going to be wrapping up in 5 minutes.
minutes or
Sound a
something.
little bit closer
Yeah.
to-
Yeah, I can do that.
As long as you're gentle.
Turn me up a moment,
Right.
then.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I guess unless you want to come with me.
Probably not for this one. Would seem less professional.
What do you mean? It's only professional to carry someone like this while talking.
Hey,
It's like you're
that's
carrying a
fair.
doll.
And to be fair, I did come back here after we got teleported astrally to heaven of Sturm.
I guess the same goes to you, though. 10 minutes.
Amen.
Ugh.
To So I was hoping to see Vincent or Mona today, though. But alas, I did get a good experience with you and the others.
Mm.
Wait, what?
Sometimes they'll be busy. You okay?
No, it's something is surprising me.
Oh.
One second.
Mm.
There we are. Oh, if you do that, you're gonna be Echo's favorite person.
I thought I might as well help. I did say I would help clean. To be fair.
Did.
I only wish I had a bucket or something to carry them all in.
Yeah. It's a little hard. It's a little tedious carrying each individual one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting a message from Saraima. They are not coming back. They just... I have my cell phone in my fucking skull, so it's like shaking the entire...
Why do you have your cell
brain.
phone in your skull?
Why?
Because
Seems
sometimes
unsafe.
I react to vibration better. It's for the whole keys stuff, so I need to understand some senses, and it's very important. So,
Are you taking all the rest of the stuff then?
I'm taking the classes. I don't know where your trash is.
The trash bin?
Nope.
What?
Oh, these aren't the trash. My bad.
I'm fairly certain those are kegs.
Well, there you go. Those are all the glasses.
Mm.
All the glasses, I misinterpreted. But yeah, I'm going on onto the area where the boat is, then teleport away from here. It was a great visit, though. I enjoy all the members that was here today. But I did get to speak to a lot of them.
Mm.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same. He ticks some weird buttons
So.
for me.
Sam. So, Asian fusion restaurant and computer store.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. We're about to head out anyway.
Oh, okay. I wanted to say goodbye to you too.
It was nice seeing you.
Good night.
Nice seeing you too.
Both of you.
Too. Have a good night.
It is good to see you both again, by the way.
You too.
And you.
Mm.
I didn't say before, but you look good. Suits you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
You too.
Hello.
Computer store and Asian fusion. Is it a video game store?
No, it's a computer store. They do have video games there.
No, I mean, would we need to go to a video game store to buy games? I've been to board game stores before.
Not particularly, unless you're buying physical copies. You can just download them on your computer.
Like
Buy them
the
there and
phone.
download on the computer. Yes, like the
App
phone
Store.
games.
I've reached levels of bejeweled they never thought anyone would.
Oh God. Please don't tell me you didn't do like Farmville.
There was a brief period, but it kind of got boring fast.
That's good at least.
Bejeweled, however, I do like. I like most of the
That's a pretty classic game.
Connect 4 games.
How do you feel about Tetris?
Tetris is a good original. I was there when they made Tetris.
You were there when they made every single game.
Technically.
Video games, specifically. Scoop. I have reached peak, bro. He puts you on top of his lap. This is very hard to sit on. I should just
I can tell.
stand here.
Definitely sitting. That's definitely what you're doing.
Totally. Totally sitting. This is what I'm doing. And then... Done.
Papa!
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 Shitty.
Hello. Hold on, I'm going back into form. Hello.
Hello, Siggy.
Oh.
Hello.
Siggy.
Oh, how you doing, Wolf? How's it going?
Are you?
I'm good.
You good?
Enjoying,
My tummy does
very-
not enjoy
very
the food I ate today,
VRCRP.
but I'm enjoy.
No.
Holy, I'm sorry.
Oh, hello, Raptor. Thank you for read.
Hello.
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 Today was a very good session. It was very cute.
Yeah.
Much
Yes.
cute for me.
Much cute.
Cute.
Yippee!
Very cute. Yippee.
Mm-hmm.
Finally found a button.
Are you okay?
Okay.
I wiggled and my knee popped.
Oh,
Oh
no.
boy.
Not the knee.
It made a calliope
Not the
sound.
knee.
Hey, Nico knees.
Oh my.
My Nico kneecaps.
Oh, no. I'm not gonna... Wow, I'm gonna fall.
Don't fall. Don't fall. You'll get wet in the water.
I'll catch you.
I'm gonna fall
Look
directly
at
into the
you.
water. Right where I belong.
Fall-
Pull my head down.
Ah!
What?
No! Finley looks very cute in this outfit. I love it. I will water. Blah, blah, blah.
Ribbit.
I'm sorry.
Finally found a button.
I was
You found a button.
Oh.
ready to get upset.
He found a button and he's gonna push it.
Yeah, it's all good. Furlan also was kind of like.
I mean, Finley would never abuse a
Just kind
button.
of clapped in himself a little bit.
Wow.
I feel so bad for him. I feel so
It's
bad
not.
that
It's not.
she
It's not
did
her
that.
fault.
No, it's not her fault, because she was just doing what she needed to do to be
If I
okay.
knew you two were still on the map, I would have met my favorite offer. Briefly.
He
Hey,
wouldn't
but
have
you
liked
get
it,
to
he
that.
was sad. He was on his
Say
own,
it.
just sitting on his own.
My skirt.
Trying to, like,
It's
process
been
through his feelings.
stuckied.
Different taste because
Yeah.
people being flustered
It's-
today.
I can technically,
happy today.
if I can.
Angry today.
Is it not grabbable? I thought it was.
today.
Nyeh. Nyeh. If I could grab it. There we go.
I flustered Wolfram and its new transformation.
It's harder to grab this side. I don't know. It's hard to grab this one.
The rune is trying to invent yokai form for flesh golem.
Well,
for
I can do a half
Do a half
curtsy.
curtsy.
Oh my.
Problem is he doesn't really know how to go about
Half curtsy, half bow.
testing different
There we go.
touches, some sensitivities, different smell sensitivities.
We go.
I see.
Wow.
Ooh.
Trying to make like
I'm gonna flare it up.
form they
Like
have,
this.
so it will
Then
be,
it's a
like,
curtsy bow.
intertwined with
Woohoo.
the body. Does anyone remember that anime when the main character goes
Curtsy
inside
bow.
like a furry body, like
Curtsy.
it's not Attack on Titan, but it's like a large anthropomorphic creature.
I think my knees are very
that have,
bendy.
like-
I think I might have been in. Yeah, I'm in headlock mode this whole time.
I'm gonna have to Google later because
Yeah.
it's also like a show with like monsters.
You have my
monsters and
existential crisis. Good job, Carrot. You have an existential crisis.
I could take inspiration
I'm
from that.
proud of you.
Animorphos.
Because I don't want to go Venom about it. It's like, oh yes, these alien species just entangled people's smaller body. Because I want it to be like a practical form too.
Yo, you did a
That
good
is
job.
really
You did a good
very-
job.
It could be humanoid.
Being very gay. This
I
character.
know.
Such
I heard
gayness.
I came up the stairs and I heard you like telling him what you liked about him, and I was like, I gotta go. Back down I go.
Is that why you fucking walked in and
She's
then
like,
walked out?
Yes. We were having a moment, and I was just like, I'm just
They've
gonna,
been having a moment.
Yeah.
So many times.
Let me
today, so many times, just
gay it up for 2
wholesome gay
seconds.
moments.
Finley and eyes are a moment.
Regret prude. Just walking around, watching the eyes. Next.
What I find amusing about them is that they don't they just flirt and they don't care.
No, they don't care.
Like in a group of people.
Finley has no shame.
I love them so much.
She didn't need to either.
Let me go check.
I flustered Wolfram so hard when they saw this transformation. He was like blank state for like 2 minutes, just. But
I'm very proud
no
of
sound.
Elise. She managed to talk to someone.
They were great.
The speed.
Me too.
Kitty Coffee's so fast. There's already made Finley art.
Yes.
Yo.
I want this.
So I express my excitement, but also give myself whiplash.
Don't do that.
I will give myself shaken baby syndrome.
This poor bean.
It's so
This poor bean.
cute.
She's sad. This poor bean.
He's the sad bean.
I had to play sad Marie. She didn't know what to do because she didn't know.
It's so pretty with the hair and the rendering. Oh my god. The pudding. I thought flan. Flan.
Their advice was talk to them. Basically. Also,
so
that
cute.
their emotions aren't your responsibility.
You did a great job. It looks like real food.
I must learn.
I was tricked for a moment. It looks
a very
like
hard
real food.
It's like a whole.
You did great. I'm
Because
so
it's very
proud of
easy for your
you.
brain to trick you because, like, you do something and then someone is sad. It's like a 1-2, so you feel responsible for it because it makes sense in your brain because it's like a very clear line. But in reality, they're responsible for their own responses to their person. They're
So shiny.
depressed.
It's so shiny. It looks so
You have to catch it in
tasty.
your mind, going
I
like,
wanna
hey,
munch it.
you can feel sorry for them. You can feel bad. You can talk to them about it. Be like, hey, I'm sorry, like that you're feeling that way, but you're not responsible for it. It's very different.
That's fair.
I know I have a really hard time saying that out of character.
We actually had a whole conversation about Suramu's like backstory, like the humans of several generations ago. If they should be the descendants should be punished for their predecessors' mistakes.
Having a great time.
In their world, their soul
Good
goes
time.
to the
Have a great time. My vibes are returned.
Their soul is the same soul, but if the descendants
Instead of
still descendants in
you be re-energized by gays.
I've been revibinated. Revibined.
It's very interesting because are people not deserving a chance several decades later, I mean generations? Or should it be
I think I'm gonna go end my stream. I will return.
Alright, Ribbon.
Chad, who do you want to raid? Okay, who?
What do you want to get? What do you want to get? It was a great stream. It was really fun today. No mods. No mods. But y'all can still suggest people. Y'all have any ideas? What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
Kirby is the easiest one to type. I'm gonna go Kirby because this is the easiest one to type. It has that contributes. It does contribute. It does contribute. Okay. As always, thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. I hope you guys had a great time today. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for some D&D but cool time. I'd be so excited because I know we've missed a few days. I'm so Either way, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, cowboys.